preparation that goes into a game like this?
I mean, you obviously have the bye week, so you worked on them a little bit last week. But you try to approach it like any other game. Obviously, it's not. But you do the same routine you do every week. You watch film the same way. You approach practice the same way. And obviously, with the bye week before, you have an extra week to prepare.
Do you feel there's more motivation going into a game like this? I know you don't have that history. But
No more. I wouldn't say more motivation. We're playing in the SEC. We're undefeated. We have a chance to do special things here, and we have the last 8 weeks too. So if you need motivation, then you're in the wrong place. You got motivation all through the year.
What is it about Alabama's defense that always makes it a perennial, top tier team?
I think they have really, really good coaching. They have really good plans every week. They put their defenders in the best positions to be successful and know their skill sets and can hide the weaknesses very well. And then our job is to take advantage of those weaknesses that they show.
You talked a lot about when you got here about kind of earning the trust of the team and doing things kind of slow play. Do you feel it's important that you remain even keel this week so that your teammates kind of see that same temperament about you?
Yeah, we're just approaching practice this week like we have the last 8 weeks. We've practiced very well. We've had very efficient practices, and we've been really on point. And we're gonna just keep that up this week.
I guess tell me about the options that you have, or the opportunities that you have this year as opposed to last year with the offense that you guys are running now. It seems like you talked about earlier in the year, if somebody wants to take something away, then you have some other looks.
Yeah, I think we have, with Clyde and Thad, and then some of our receivers that back up Justin and Terrace and Jamar. I think we have 8 to 9 guys that you have to defend at any time. When we have the receivers that we do, and then when we have Thad and Clyde in the game, in the passing game, you got to pick your poison. We got 5 guys on the field that can make you pay if you don't cover them.
Joe, I know you try to compartmentalize every week and every team, but how excited are you just to take this offense against this team this weekend?
You always embrace challenges, but we've been challenged many times this year. We went on the road, a really good Texas team, played Florida, Auburn, so we've been challenged. And I think that's going to help us a lot this week. Facing the adversity we've had this year and then last year, having a lot of guys coming back, I think it's going to really help us.
What is it about Clyde's game that makes him unique at running back?
You see the NFL game, as a running back, you don't get on the field unless you can catch passes. And that's what Clyde does best. He comes out of the backfield, makes linebackers cover him, and then when they're thinking he's going to exit the backfield, you hand it off to him, and he runs for 60 or for 40. So he's a super versatile player that, not a lot of backs are nowadays.
Is there any increase in his motor lately, especially with one of his best games of the season against Auburn?
No increase. He's always 100%. You don't see. I think the great ones don't really click it into gear. They're always in gear, and Clyde's one of the great ones.
Joe, it seems like coaches are willing to put the ball over the middle a little more often. And this slant has really been used effectively by elite teams this year. You and Alabama, I think, are 2 of the best at it. From a quarterback perspective,
Can you say that again?
The slant route, and how your reads off of it. Can you kind of take us through how both of you guys, speaking specifically for yourself, how you use that as like a weapon and how your receivers are perfect for it?
Yeah, it really depends on the defense that you're playing. A lot of the teams that we've played this year have played this kind of off quarters thing to the field that give up the quick slants to number 2 in a 3-by-1. So we've taken advantage of that. It seems like just about everybody in the SEC plays that defense. So whatever the defense gives us, we're going to take. And sometimes it'll be the slant, sometimes it'll be an out. It just depends on what the defense is giving away.
How do you guys make the call at the line as far as what it's going to be?
Oh, it comes from the sideline. It's just a game plan thing, and we always have our quick game package that we go into the game with.
I don't know if you saw what your coach said about you today, but we were all taken aback. He said you were one of the top 5 recruits, was the word he used. I think he meant players in the history of this program. What do you think your impact is?
I just try to bring some toughness and leadership to the team. I don't know about the top 5 or greatest players in LSU history. I don't know about all. Somebody's. I don't know about all that, but I just try to bring 100% every day and try to prepare the way that I think enables us to to be successful on Saturdays. So I'm going to bring toughness, I'm going to bring leadership, and I think that's all you can ask from a quarterback.
Joe, knowing how evenly matched these teams are, a lot of these big-time games, it really comes down to 2 or 3 plays a lot of times. How prepared does this whole team feel based on what you guys have gone through for maybe those 2 or 3 plays in that moment that could be the difference makers?
Yeah, I think we have a really mature team that, watches film, and that can be the difference in those 2 to 3 plays, because you're going to get a look that you haven't seen. They have 2 weeks to prepare for us, so we're going to get some looks that we haven't seen all year from them. And, being prepared, knowing the base rules of the offense, and watching that film is going to enable you to be ready for those 2 to 3 plays that need to be made.
Joe, I know you've only been a part of one of these matchups so far, but going back to the last 8 tries, do you feel like there's a mental hurdle at all for this team to get over going into a matchup like this, and from a confidence standpoint, knowing that you can find points, like how much differently does that make your confidence going into a game?
I wouldn't say there's a mental hurdle. I think, we're really confident in our abilities, and we're really confident in our coaching staff and our scheme as well. And we know the kind of offense we are. So we got to go out and face them, but they got to come out and face us too.
Joe, you mentioned the seeing things in a game that you may not see. I mean, how often in a game are you guys seeing stuff that you haven't seen? How well do you guys adapt to that?
Yeah, we've seen it in every game this year. Something, every team has had something for us just because we've been so successful. A lot of teams think that they need to bring something new out, and we've seen it in Auburn and Florida and Texas and every other game that we've played this year. So we're going to have to be ready. So you have your game plan going in, and then you have to make your adjustments really after that first drive, seeing what they're in.
In what ways does this offense make that easy to transition?
That's a good question, because we have our base stuff, but we've also game planned against our defense in fall camp and spring ball. So we have a lot of stuff in our back pocket that we can always go to when, if you see someone plays off and then you come into the game and they're pressed, we have a whole nother package that we can go to that's not necessarily on the call sheet or the game plan. And Coach E and Coach Joe do a great job of recognizing that and kind of pivoting the game plan to what it needs to be.
How much of a difference has Brady made? I mean, is it that significant? I'll ask a really long question so I feel it. Has it been that significant that, or is it just kind of the perfect storm? You, him, Hinsmaker being.
I think that's the right word, the perfect storm. Being with all these guys for an extra year, Jamar, Terrace, Justin coming back, Clyde emerging, O-line, all 5 of them coming back, emerging as one of the top groups in the country. And then you add in Coach Joe and Coach E working together on the game plans. It's been something special for us this year. And, we have all the confidence in the world in each other. And I have all the confidence in the world in the coaching staff, the scheme, and my teammates. So I think that's really what the perfect storm has been, just getting together, extra work, and confidence in each other.
There's a chance two more for Joe. There's a chance the president may actually be at the game.
Regardless of your political views, that's pretty cool having the president at the game. Doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican. President at the game is pretty cool.
Hey, Joe, in comparison, how do you think this matchup stacks up, or this rivalry stacks up to like a Michigan?
I knew I was going to get that one today. That's Ohio State team up north is a real good one, but it's hard to answer that when you're kind of in the middle of both of them. I think that's a question for me in 2 years when I look back and reflect on it. Thanks, guys.